How many pairs of wrestling shoes do you own?
That I'm allowed to wear? Nike shoes? Way too many. I got enough shoes to, like, have a morning workout and an afternoon workout and, like, change those pairs. So, like, morning I'll have a different pair of shoes. Afternoon I'll have a different pair of shoes. Next day rolls around, it's the same thing. So I got enough to, like, last me through, like, a couple weeks of just brand new shoes every time. So.
But do you have that one pair that you wear for
I don't necessarily have, like, a specific pair that I wear for a match. I mean, like, I kind of try, like, I don't know, I, like, have stuff going through my head all the time. So, like, I have, like, specific, like, things I want to, like, match. Like, I think, like, for the Wisconsin duel, I wore, like, some customs from Wrestle Boutique a long, long time ago. They came out. And I was like, well, this team's red, so I'm going to put these on. So, yeah, like, I don't know. I have, like, different things that kind of go through my head about, like, what shoes to wear, how I want to look and stuff like that. You know, at the end of the day, it just comes down to look good, feel good, wrestle good. So that's what I live by.
How would you describe Gabe Arnold away from wrestling compared to Gabe Arnold, the wrestler?
That's a great question, actually. I mean, obviously, I try not to, you know, be so different as I am on the mat as opposed to off the mat. I think that, you know, I'm obviously a super outgoing person. You know, I march to the beat of my own drum, you know, but I think, it's a great question, actually. I think more than anything, you know, the easiest way to describe it in one word, I would say, is that, you know, I'm a very brick by brick person. And basically what that means is, you know, whatever gets thrown my way, you know, I'm gonna find a way to figure it out. And last year was a very high and low year for me. And, you know, I faced many different challenges and struggles and different forms of adversity with mental health, school, wrestling, you name it, relationships, you know, whatever the case may be. But, you know, I think right now I'm in a spot where, you know, this is a brand new year and I'm proud of the growth that I have made. And, you know, and I am still, you know, making, and, you know, it's definitely something that doesn't get talked about a lot, especially in college athletics. But, you know, mental health is really important. And that's something I have come to prioritize as I've been in dark seasons of my life and have fought many demons that, you know, don't really get talked about enough. So, you know, I'm proud of myself for that. And, you know, it's a battle that I fight every day. But I think I'm on the winning side of it. So,
Is that in regular day life, or is it just wrestling related? Or
it's
or
everything.
both?
It's everything. It's everything. You know, I got everything means everything tattooed on my back. And, you know, it's something that my dad talks about a lot. And, you know, and just, you know, everything comes in waves and, you know, different forms. And, you know, it's all about how you take it, how you deal with it, you know. And I'm learning to deal with it the healthy way. And that's, you know, asking for help and going to therapy and, you know, doing different things, you know. So it's just, it's a process and it's a battle. But like I said, I think I'm on the winning side of it. So I'm proud of myself for that.
What were your kind of like, I feel like when people go through things like that, mental health, those kind of things, it's finding those outlets, right, to be able to get releases or to find things to find some inner peace. So what were those things for you when you go through something like that?
I mean, I got a great support system. You know, I got my family out here. I got coaches who love me, you know, and care about me as a person, not just as a wrestler. You know, so, you know, I think at the end of the day, everyone that I have in my circle, you know, wants the best for Gabe Arnold. And, you know, my parents have been a big stronghold for me, you know, and they've always kept me at the top as best as they possibly can. You know, I turned 20 today, you know, it's my birthday. And so, you know, 20 years of life and, you know, it's been high and low, but man, without them, I don't know where the hell I'd be. So.
Is it tougher considering the sport that you're involved with that puts so much emphasis on mental toughness and being tough and just kind of gutting through things to be able to come to grips and say, hey, it's okay, I can get help, you know?
I mean, of course, yeah, it definitely does add a layer of like, oh, dude, sometimes I just got to get tough. But at the same time, wrestling has taught me so much off the mat. You know, it's taught me to, you know, you know, there's times where you got to tough it out and, you know, really put your head down and go to work. But there's also times where, you know, it's the same thing. Like maybe I have a question about a move or something like that, you know. Maybe I just need someone to talk to and just to be there for me, you know. So it's done a lot and it does put those barriers in it, but it's all about how you look at it, you know. And for me, wrestling has done a lot for me and has always been my outlet and will continue to be my outlet, you know. So it's all about finding what my personality is without the sport, you know. But the sport does a lot to help me figure out that, if that makes sense.
Tom just mentioned too how much you've been a resource in just helping him with various things around the room, just being a helpful person. So last year, you're the freshman trying to break the door down to enter the lineup. You have a guy like Angelo who's in the same weight class as you trying to do that. So how have you tried to maybe help him in terms of like, that's something you've gone through trying to do something that he's trying to do it the same way?
Yeah, I mean, I think, at the beginning of the year, I think Tom said it perfectly. There's nothing wrong with competition amongst friends, and that's, at the end of the day, that's all it is. I think people get so caught up in like this and that, oh, what about Angelo Ferrari? They're going to wrestle at Soldier Salute. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. We're family, we're brothers, and, we're going to bang it out in this room every single day. If you really want to see it, ask Tom, and you can sit there with your phone. He probably won't let that happen, but, you can see it then, So I think it's just, people just have such a different view on it than I think, we do. Of course, there's tension. Of course, everybody wants to be the guy, but, you say you want to be the best, yet you shy away from competition when you got a guy chasing the same goal as you. I don't know about you guys, but excuse my language, but I fucking love it. It's just, it's why would you, you can't say you want to be the best and you get put in a really, really tough situation, and then you're like, I don't know if I really want this, I don't think that's really the type of person that I am. I don't think that's the type of character that, I try really hard to show, and at the end of the day, I'm all about embracing challenges, so whether that's in the room, out of the room, competition on the mat, off the mat, it doesn't matter. I'm a competitive guy, and, me and Angelo are going to help each other grow to levels that are you guys can't even think of. I can't even think of. Tom, Terry, Morningstar can't even think of, And that's all it is, We're climbing levels together, and it's not about who's going to be the guy. It's about who's the best guy that is going to go out there and put results out on the mat. And if that's not me, that's not me. But I got a good feeling that it is me, and I got a good feeling that me and Angelo have a great relationship, and no matter what happens, however the lineup shakes out, we're still going to be in each other's corner fighting for every single point, every single call, you name it. So, it's good to be surrounded by that, and there's no reason to shy away from competition. So
You seem to be somebody that thrives when the spotlight is its brightest. What's the key to kind of flip that switch and embrace those situations?
I'm just really thankful that, I'm able to do that. I'm glad you guys think that, because as a wrestler, as a competitor, and as competitive as I am, of course, that's what I try to push out and, emulate, just for all the little kids that, watch me, parents, you name it, whatever the case may be, So I think that just comes from, hell, I have a brother who's 8 years older than me. So, I'm no stranger to competition, and to shine, when mom and dad are watching and I really want to show off that like he did something to hurt me, I can let out a little loose cry or something like that. So yeah, I mean, I know how to perform, I know how to put on the act, that's for damn sure. But yeah, I think it just comes from, loving what I do, and hell, we're in this however $1 million room right now. I mean, this is something to be thankful about. So, why not put on a show for you guys and all the fans and donors that donate so much to this program, that do so much for us? Why not give you guys a show? You guys, it's hard for you guys to report when I'm out there winning 1-point matches. So hell, I gotta frickin' go hit a slick duck and do all this and that. And I gotta perform. Tom talks about it all the time. It's about performing. And that's what I strive to do every single day, is perform. So.
Thanks, Gabe.
Thank you,
guys.
appreciate it.